Testing. Welcome to episode 12 of Hard Haircuts and Highlights, Salon Suite Projects and Streams. I am a licensed cosmetologist who also works in a grocery store. I am starting to, once again, I am reopening the Salon Studio suite that I had in 2024, exactly 2 years ago this month. And I'm going to try to keep it open longer this time, longer than 5 months. So, basically for the last couple weeks here, since I decided I was going to try to go back here, I've been doing these little streams and such, and okay, so that's what's different this time. So I came home from being at the suite. I did the other stream a little while ago where I was live at the suite. Now I'm home. Now I had a little bit of difficulties with how my furniture is positioned when I went to put the stuff away after washing earlier. So let's talk about that, and we'll do this while we're at it. Well, here, let's watch the video instead for now. Has a good night and a good day. Try to find a spot where we're looking at it. So if you weren't watching earlier, I was washing my tools at the suite. And then I was trying to, instead of having them in these drawers, I want to put them in the want to put them in this thing over here, and that's where I put them. So they're in here. The problem I'm getting is that it's going to be really hard to get over there with the chair being right here to get at them combs and brushes and stuff if I've got the white thing right here. So, as you can see, this is here. The chair is like right up against this thing. I need to have these combs and brushes and stuff be inside this white cabinet. Or this has to go back to that other corner where I had it last time. Or over here on this side where I can get to it from this side of the chair. Because right now, in there, that means I can't get at that. And I need to be able to reach in there and grab that stuff to use over here. So I'm going to have to figure something else out, or wash them drawers and put them back in this cabinet. You know, because that just isn't going to work. You know, because I need to be able to reach into the cabinet here underneath where my color supply. That's the whole reason why I was using that thing like that last time anyway. I could reach into them drawers, pull out my tint brush or a highlighting comb or the mixing whisk, or whatever I needed out of that cabinet without having to step in front of the client at all. So can I ask you to never talk to me again unless I ask you to talk to me? So that looks like that's either one I have or it's a smaller version. Okay, that's probably the one I have. Or, some version, some variation of. I don't know what I'm looking for. Well, that's the problem. You can't just go look at the stuff no more. You have to buy it online. I don't know what I'm doing. don't know. That's got, yeah, that's the small one. Yeah, so I think temporarily the option will be either I need to pull that out of there and put it over in the other on the other wall where it used to be, or I'm gonna have to get at least one set of drawers back inside this white cabinet. Try to figure out what I'm gonna do with my chair, because last time the chair was over here, not bumping into the thing over here when I had it. I ended up taking this cabinet and putting it over here, but this white thing I could leave here or go back and forth with it, depending on what, you know, where I needed it. I don't know. This Thursday's got me a little worried because it just, you know, the fact that I packed them in the way I did with those 2 appointments, and I mean, they're not, you know, other people will be like, well, it's not packed in, but, you know, knowing what I bit off, I packed them in. I mean, thankfully, the one is the afternoon and not the morning appointment. But I definitely need to figure it out. Wow, that was before they had a coffee bar. Well, I'm glad they went with a coffee bar. But that's really the only, as far as I know, that's the only issue I'm having. I need to be able to reach this, and I can't be. I mean, I can move this chair over a little bit, but testing. Okay. Testing 2. All right. Well, anyway, I don't know what to say, so let's just watch my stream from earlier. A little bit.
Sitting on the charger. So what are we doing? I need to wash my tools because I'm not going to be doing anybody's hair with dirty tools. So that's one of the things I need to do today. I need to unpack my tools. I need to wash them, get them somewhat organized quickly. It's already 7 o'clock, pretty much. I apologize, but we will not always have. You're not always going to be able to see what I'm doing. Hey, Daniel, welcome in. I don't know what you said before that because it's not showing it. Unfortunately, I'm new with doing this stuff on the phone, so
just kind of winding down.
You know, what really sucks is the chat on the phone here doesn't get saved to YouTube. So when I go on my browser, I don't get to see the chat later on.
Come on.
Okay, now we're back and now I can see it. Okay, now we're back and now I can see the chat again, I hope. Anyway, pardon me, because I'm not always the most handsome devil, especially after working 8 hours at the grocery store. And then going to the color store, trying to get there before 6 o'clock, and spending another $100 and something.
Yeah, more like 230.
Yeah, I spent $400 and something, like $470 yesterday, and another $100 and something today. And that's just to get started. Things that I have to have. So, I have brought this. I got to clean it up, but last time around, I did not use the shelf that's in there because I had my tools in there. I'm not sure what I'll be doing this time around, but you can choose a spot for the shelf. Here, I'm going to get this off of me. All right? So anyway, I got those things here that I was mentioning. Currently, they're holding what I bought yesterday. So let's see, each one of them tubes is about $7 and change. So 5, 10, 15, 20 boxes of color, so that's 140 right there. And then developer. Now, they've got a special. They usually have it a lot Hey, Freebird. We are we're here, and I have this thing, and
Gotta wake
that,
up here.
and my other stuff I gotta unpack, and my office, um, and Miss Dolores's mirror, and my glasses with butcher twine from the meat department, because I didn't buy the thing the other day. Blondor. Tell you what, I wish I had a total of how many times.
I looked it up.
Well,
I can only go back to
if I went,
2024.
because I've only bought it at Cosmoprof, I could probably go and look. Well, only the times for my no, it should be by my membership thingy. I should be able to go back over the years if they've kept them and look at my receipts and see how many times I have bought a can of Blondor bleach, because every time I go through one of those, that means a lot of people have sat in my chair. I mean, that's 28-ounce can. You figure at least 2 ounces per person, sometimes more. But that's like every time I use one of those, that's like 10 or more people. I did not. That's still the can from last time, though. I did not quite get through that can.
At least I don't think I did.
Ooh, you're gonna go shopping.
Let me look at
So
that.
these are the foils I've been using all this time, or at least for the past several
Since
years.
I can look
They're
that up.
a little bit longer than usual. Ooh, the aquarium. Something fishy about that. The Sweet and Low. I had to get some of that the other day because I have not gone yet. Cosmoprof does not have the Sweet and Low, or I'm sorry, the Stop the Burn drops. So I gotta go and see if Salon Centric has that. But I got my blue gingham foils that I have not opened yet. And the Whoopsie Daisy foils, the purple and daisy ones. You held the gator. Well, it's better than the other way around. My purple blow dryer. My pack of first haircut gift certificates or certificates that I have used. There's also a
Okay,
when you get to the middle, there's another one with like a tiger on it, so you can get a choice of which one to use. Well, you're still alive, right? Whether you did or didn't hold that thing, you're still alive. So let's get. I need to get up and get my tools in the sink and all that. I apologize, but there's gonna be times when you ain't gonna be able to see whatever I'm doing because I gotta be able to move the phone around and all that and put it somewhere. Okay, I don't know why, but for some reason I'm not able to see Daniel's posts. Now I can see it. Okay. All right, now I can see you both. Alrighty, thanks for checking in. So for now, of course, this is
Wow.
because it's on the
That's loud.
looking at me mode. Everything is kind of mirror image right now. It's like that's not, in reality, it's reversed. Oh wait, no, that's right. It's not mirror mode right now because I got you looking that way. I'm such a dork. Anyway, I need to get up and I need to get these tools washed. At least some of them, because I got hair color I got to do in a couple of days, and I'm not going to have time to do it otherwise. These definitely need scrubbing. All right, so you all have to look at my butt or something, right? You know, because reasons. You don't mind looking at my butt, do you?
Wow.
I'm like nowhere near ready for this. I apologize if you can't hear me. I'm trying. I don't think anybody else is here, but at the same time, I don't know if they can hear me next door at the other place. I'm trying not to get in the habit of shouting. Handy dandy brush cleaner. By the way, just a little thing, if nobody's ever told you, there are brushes that have these things in them, these round brushes. You can pop them out and flip it around for sectioning. I have not really had a chance to do that much. I'm wanting to. I bought these back when I started Great Clips because I was wanting to do more blowouts and learning how to do them, and I did a little bit of practice at Great Clips, but the problem is, unless somebody pays extra at Great Clips, you don't touch a brush. You can use your fingers, but you don't brush their hair at all. So yeah. I think somebody might have given me this one. I don't remember buying this one. Spornet from Presto.
That's loud.
I don't know if it's a text or an email. For all I know, it could be
Definitely
emailing me
waking
my
me up.
receipt. Yeah, I'm about due to get another one of them. Alright. Alright, I don't have anything in here at the moment that's... Okay, there's my tube key. So I didn't buy another one, so I do have one. Instead of spending more money, I still have one, so that's good. Alright, spill these. Put those into the shampoo sink. Alright. Now I apologize if you're on an angle because, well, here, how about this? Let's try this. Let's plug you in over here on this little shelf over here. Because if I put you all up here, so, you think that might be a better spot? Yeah, that's probably a better spot. So yeah, I cannot see the chat because we're not on mirror. I suppose I could put it on mirror and just just keep in mind that that is mirror image because, you know, because it is. But anyway, I'm going to be over there by that thing, and because that's where the sink's at. All right? All right. But yes, that is what I am doing. If anybody is in the chat still, I'd appreciate it if you could write something. Yes, I had this place 2 years ago this month. At this time 2 years ago, I was doing the same thing, getting in here, getting it set up. I have my purple chair in here now. But yeah, if somebody could, just in case somebody needs to know that. I mean, you know, is it really that important? No, but somebody might care. Fortunately, I don't know if I don't have my laptop right now, so I can't just look it up, but I do like the crack brand products. But for the most part, the guy from Ohio used to come around and sell those. And he wasn't always reliable with, if you ordered 6 of them, you might get 3. So, him and not getting them. You know, and that's the thing I retailed the most out of anything was when I actually had these sitting in a box and or a little basket, and people would just, hey, give me $20 and you can have a brush, or something like that. When somebody's hair is fragile after bleaching, and you're trying to be careful with it, it's not going to rip their hair as much as another brush would. Okay, this is going in the trash. We will get new brushes. We don't have to hold on to the past. Give me a reason to get new brushes. One thing about these wet brushes is after a while the little ball tips start to wear off on them, and then you're scratching somebody with a metal tip or even a plastic tip or whatever it is. It's just not ideal, and I don't like doing it. That one's still okay, but we're going to replace it. Where is the plug, though? Making things difficult, are we? Yes, we are. It's because we're trying to be perfect with our chairs and everything. One thing about me is I use the soap and the water, and I use the sanitizer, and I do this stuff, okay? And then I spray the shit with alcohol too. If it goes on the floor, it doesn't touch somebody's head unless it's been washed and all that. I mean, I don't play around. So that's why I have a lot of things, because I have backups and backups and backups. If I drop something, I'm going to find another one to pick up. And only in some emergency am I going to pick something up and use it. And that's after I've at least gone and washed it off with soap and water and sprayed with alcohol and done whatever I could do not play around. You know, I'm not exactly the most, I forgot I don't have a scoop in there. Alright, do I have a scoop in here? No, but I will be right back. Okay, it is dark in there. I don't know where the light switch is at, and I did not see spoons. So, but I do know where I have a scoop. By the power of Blondor, I use them over the years. I've got one in my. I think I got one in. Well, no, not the moment. I could put one in my Kool-Aid can. I could put one in my coffee can. It's like they don't give you scoops with coffee cans anymore and stuff like that. But Blondor, they give you a scoop. Of course, mixing that with bleach is probably not a good idea. I probably want to wipe that now. So probably don't want to get brush cleaner on my Blondor scoop. be making any jokes about when I'm done. I come over to your house and do yours. Okay? We're not playing that game. Okay, do I have another one of these? I think I do, but. Hey, John, and anybody else watching? That doesn't actually. Here. How about this? Let's get you down here.
Let's see. Well,
All right, and then get y'all a booster seat. Okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but hey. Y'all can like pretend you's in the sink and I'm like washing your hair, but I'm not really. You know, it's like, ooh, what have you been into? One thing about me when it comes to what a client may or may not have done to their hair, I'm one of the, I do not scold people. I'm not into that. You trim your own bangs, good. You know, it's your hair. You care enough about it and do whatever you're doing. You know, I don't like it when they dye their hair and it makes it difficult to go blonde. That's a problem. Then I have to explain it till I'm blue in the face that doing a dark color on the hair means I have to now fight the orange to get it blonde. And it may or may not happen without breaking the hair off. The way I've always explained it is hair is kind of like if you had, let's say you had a clear drinking straw. And let's say you, like a clear drinking straw, but it's got like a pixie stick with the sugary stuff inside of it. Well, when you bleach the hair, you're getting rid of everything inside of that straw. You're destroying all the pigments and everything that's in there. You're killing the proteins and all that, and you're leaving a hollow hair, like a plastic drinking straw. The thing is, though, if there's red in the hair, and black has red in it, and them dark colors have that too. I always think about like if I've got spaghetti sauce or, Chef Boyardee or something in a plastic container. Exactly, that's where I was going. So you like microwave spaghetti sauce or whatever, and next thing you know, that yellow and stuff is not coming off of that plastic. That's what makes things difficult when you're trying to, I want the white hair. Well, you put black on your hair. I have to hope and pray that your hair is still attached by the time we get all of that tomato sauce and oil and whatever, which is the brassy color, out of the hair. Your hair still has to be attached by the time we get that white and get all that removed from that inside of the straw. Thankfully, there are products like Olaplex to help me. I will not do hair without Olaplex. That's today's bag. But it's not going to save the hair completely. But what it does is it gives me an extra chance to bleach that hair before it starts breaking. You still might have gummy hair attached to the head. It may still break off, but you'll still have some hair. But we still might not get to that end result color. So there's a term in hairdressing called under-promise, then over-deliver. You under-promise, I can't promise. If we try it, we might get good results, and then be surprised when it turns out well. But if it doesn't, I didn't promise it would. I had told you your hair could break off. My boss at the other salon, before I started using Olaplex, she had these clients come in that they go back and forth to like Mexico and stuff like that and use like black dyes and things. And this family had been coming to her for years, like getting perms. The grandmother's coming getting perms and stuff. And these teenage girls want like a white ombre thing. And she didn't have any Olaplexes or anything at the time yet, because the guy from Ohio didn't offer his version yet that he was peddling. But I didn't know what was going on. I was busy with my client doing my own thing, but after they left, she called me over to the sink and she's like reaching into the sink and is like, Robert, I tried to warn him. I tried to tell him. And she's like, it looks like she's picking up like cotton wads out of the plug, like somehow the perm cotton or something got in there. Like we put the cotton ring around the head when we're doing perms. It was their hair that had broken off. It's like, I tried to tell him. And now we couldn't, and she felt bad about it and like feels like she owes like the family just to try to keep them from all abandoning her. So she like did the one lady's perm for free or whatever. It's like, you can tell people till you're blue in the face that your hair is going to break off and they still want it done. I mean, you can try to get them to sign a waiver. In my case, I had my Facebook group. When something would go on and I'd go in the group and say, look, listen to me, you all. Do not book me if you're not going to follow what I'm saying. I'd rather not have you than have these issues happen. You all should, at the time, like back then, like you all should understand that I'm new at whatever I'm doing. I might not have done it before. You're going to get my version of it. Because I don't have anybody teaching me this stuff. I have to learn it. If you're going to ask me for the silver hair or the white hair or the whatever, we'll try. But I'm not promising it. You know. And I still feel that way sometimes. Okay, well, whoever is putting messages help for review, I have wet hands. I'm not touching that, so, don't be saying things you shouldn't say. And if you accidentally said a swear word, well, type the thing again without swearing. But if it's Mr. Maple Syrup, no thanks, I'm not hungry. This channel does not allow negativity, so if you got something negative to say, keep it to yourself. Go away. Get your own channel. You got something to say about doing hair? Go get your license. Was that yours? Okay, well, there might have been something in there. I don't know. Yeah. In that case, since I will check it. I mean, are you seeing everything that you sent? Oh, no, there was somebody, when I came here the other day to sign my lease, somebody was in here and they had a hidden message about, I'm going to coach you in maple syrup. Like, okay, well, you're being weird and we don't need to know that. In any case, maybe one of the mods or somebody might have did that, but unless you deleted whatever you typed, but no, I'm just, I mean, it's no different than like if I'm doing a live stream and I've got my hands in somebody's hair, I ain't gonna have time for chat, so, I mean, if I see something, I might be able to answer it, but I'm not fast enough to start out with to be like looking at the chat while I'm trying to put flows in somebody's hair. So, Anyway, thank you for not being a pain in the butt if that was something that was going on with you. But let it be said, this channel is not for hair experts to tell me I'm doing something wrong. With me talking about what I was talking about earlier, I'm not a hair expert. I try to teach, I share what I know, but I could be wrong. If I'm sharing something, it's no different than when I have clients or their daughters or whatever, sons, For example, I'd have the mom over here at the shampoo bowl, and the kids would always want to stand right here, right over here, and watch what I'm doing. And I'm not going to say go sit down and be like, okay, you can watch, and I'm glad you're watching, but you got to stand back a little bit because I can't control where this is going to splash. I don't want it to get in your eyes. Because you never know if that kid's going to have a passion for doing this. And I'm not going to discourage it after the struggle I've had. So if I'm going to say it right now, you got any kids or anything that wants to do this job, please do not discourage them. Don't tell them you won't make any money. You know, if you tell them that, then they're going to struggle. You know, you encourage them. Okay, give it a shot. Give it your best. Do, you know, don't treat it like I'm playing, because I'm not. I'm 50 years old and I just rented this thing again for the second time after I've already failed. I'm not playing. I have to do this. There is no other thing. You know, I can work at the grocery store until I die, but I'm going to keep trying to do this. And this might be my last chance, but I don't know. If this don't work out, I might try going to one of the chain places. You know, I'll just, if that ever happens, I'll just make sure that it's, look, no matter how much I plead and I beg, you're only giving me 1 day a week because I can't do more than that. You know, unless I quit the grocery store. Okay, so let's get these out of the soap and into here. Fries are done. No, they're not. See, I'm gonna have to get a. Well, I don't usually wash everything at once, so this is a little bit much, but. For a moment. And these are wow cones. Exactly. You know, it's
Anyway,
like,
folks,
my mom was a waitress. One time I said, well, maybe I want to own a restaurant or something one
I'm
day.
not going to be doing very much
you
else
won't
in
make
the
any
stream
money.
anyway, so I think I'm going to call it.
My mom used to crochet, make blankets and everything. When I was little, I'm like, can you show me how to do that? Your hands are too small. Got older, your hands are too big. In other words, it's like, I'm thinking she doesn't want to show me because I'm not a girl. I don't know, but as you can see, I don't give a crap. But anyway, about these wow combs, the red part in here spins. So they're good for when you're trying to spread toner or something through somebody's hair or conditioner. The red thing in there, and it's got little tiny bumps on it. But yeah, they're nice. I think it was Jamie Dana or somebody else that was using one of these in their video, and I think I got these on Amazon. And then these are brushes that have the metal tip, so it's a little. You can, if you're good at it, you can section and foil while you're doing your thing. These, the funny thing about these, I've been using these since 12 years ago. But when they first started out, they did not have that screw in them. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a screw in the middle. The glue, after a while, and these things would come loose, and the thing there would pop out, and these things would be all hanging loose. And I can't find anywhere else to get these other than Cosmoprof, and like The big ones for the kitchen and stuff, they're just too big for what I want to do. But these are nice. These, whatever brand these are, Color Track or Framar. Or... Oh, this is actually Cricket brand. You might be able to find them at Sally. Did I put all of them in there? No, I didn't. I got some more up here. All right. Okay, these are my trimmers. See, this is the nice thing, you know, that there, like a live stream and stuff, is going to be the difference between me rushing out of here to go home and rushing everything and just, hey, the only thing at home right now is food, and I could always go get some food. Hell, if I had to, I got Pop-Tarts in the car for my grocery store break, you know. I could go get one. I don't know what time it is because the clock is on there, but it's probably around 8 o'clock right now, Eastern. Okay, so that has a thing also that I could put this plug in, so I could soak them in here if I wanted to. Might do that. And not only that, but then the sink itself could get some herbicide in it. Maybe even put the shampoo hose right into it. I don't know what that shampoo hose has been doing for the past year and a half. I am very happy that when I got out of school, that they had just started making these kind of gator clips and stuff, because I like these because, like, when I'm doing foiling and stuff, you know, I can just, like, push a foil up, go like that, clip it so that it's, you know, like a section like this, put them up like this, clip it like that, you know, get it out of my way. You know, they come in handy. They really do. And compared to like this, where you gotta knock the hair up and pain in the butt.
Yeah, I need to get the.
Those might be new handles on there, because I think the last time I might have had little round knobs. I don't remember for sure.
So, anyway, I realized there wasn't a whole lot going on in this stream, but. Oh well. Anyway, thanks to John for dropping by again. And thank you to anybody else who was watching. Hope everybody has a good night and a good day. And hope to see y'all next one you are able to make it to. Until then, keep shining. Um, yeah, keep shining. And bye for now.